Good morning, students. In the previous class, we have done exercise 6.1 and we have discussed many of the interesting patterns. Today, we will study one more interesting pattern, like how easily you people can find the square of any number. We will learn some tricks of that. Like the first trick is like squaring any number having 5 at its unit place. Okay, so if any number is there which is having 5 at its unit place, like supposingly 15, okay, the unit place is 5. Similarly 25, 35, 45. So it's very easy to find the squares of such numbers. How we can do that? Let's see. Okay, now if 5 is at the unit place, then on squaring means the number will increase. So on squaring, if 5 is there, then 25 will come at the end. This is for sure. Okay, if 5 is there, then 25 will come at the end. Now what will come before? If 1 is there, then you have to multiply it by 2. Okay, if 2 is there, we have to multiply it by 3. 3 is there, multiply it by 4. We have to multiply it with a number 1 bigger than this, only 1 more than this. So 1 into 2, that is 2. So the answer is 225. Now 2 into 3, that is 6. So the answer is 625. 3 into 4, 12. So 1225. What we are doing? We are squaring all these numbers. This is the result of squaring. 4 5s are 20, 7 8s are 56. So this is one of the way to square any number which is having 5 at its unit place. Now another one, supposingly I have to find the square of 49. Okay, 49 square I have to find, and I don't want to multiply 49 by 49. Or the question is, without doing actual multiplication, find it. So I don't want to do this. Then what can be the another way? What I will do, I will split this 49. इस 49 को मैं तोड़ दूंगी 40 plus 9. In terms of 0, I will break it. Okay, now square is there. Now what does this square means? That this bracket should be repeated 2 times. Means 40 plus 9 into 40 plus 9. ठीक है, मैंने ये इसकी पावर 2 थी तो मैंने इसको 2 बार लिख दिया. See, we can do in this way also, but if the question is that without actual multiplication find the square of this number, then how we can do? So this is one of the way by which we can find the square of this number. Now as we have learned to open the bracket, like first I will take 40 and I will multiply with this whole bracket. This bracket I have made fixed. Then similarly I will take 9 of this and then again I will multiply it by whole bracket. Now 40 into 40. 4 4s are 16. 20 will come. 40 into 9. 9 4s are 36. So 360 will come. Again plus 9 into 40, that is 360. And 9 9s are 81. So how we can find out the square? We can add all these 4. 160, 360, 360 and 81. 1, 6 plus 6, 6, 12 plus 8, 20, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So the answer is coming 2401. Definitely you will say that this is not a easy way or this method is not short. Yes, you are correct. This method is not short, means if you will multiply then you will find the answer in a very short time. But if the question is that without actual multiplication you have to find the answer, then you are having only this method. So you should be familiar with this method also, that how you can split the number and then you can make one bracket as fixed and another bracket 40 and then 9. I will multiply with the whole bracket. So these are the two different tricks. Now next is Pythagorean triplet, which is the most important topic of this chapter. So in Pythagorean triplet, let me explain you that what are Pythagorean triplets. So first thing, that it is a set of three numbers. It is a set of three numbers which form a right angle triangle. It's very simple. Like you can understand that Pythagorean word, definitely it is coming from Pythagoras. Okay, Pythagoras theorem you have studied. And we know that Pythagoras theorem is applicable only for right angle triangle. So similarly, Pythagorean triplet. Triplet means three numbers. Okay, three set. So Pythagorean triplet, it is a set of three numbers which form a right angled triangle. Okay. Now what are the three Pythagorean triplets? 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1. These are the three Pythagorean triplet. Now if any one of the member, three numbers are there, so that's why they are triplet, and since they form a right angle triangle, like these can be the sides of right angle triangle, that's why they are called Pythagorean triplet. Pythagorean word is related to right triangle. Okay. Now if any one of the member of the Pythagorean triplet is known to us, any one member, then we can find out the other two members also. Now we will understand it better if we will do some examples. So first of all, from exercise 6.2, before doing question number 1, let's discuss question number 2. Question number 2 is, write a Pythagorean triplet whose one member is. हमें तीनों Pythagorean, we have to say all the three members. All the three Pythagorean triplet we have to say if one member is given. Like in first part, the member is 6. Now this is one member of the Pythagorean triplet. Now this 6 can be equal to 2m also. This 6 can be equal to m square minus 1 also. And this 6 can be equal to m square plus 1 also. Now we have to decide just by a small calculation in our mind that which of these is 6. How we can do it? We have to keep one thing in mind, that the value of m should come in terms of whole number. This is important. Now supposingly if I will put 6 is equal to m square minus 1. So minus 1 will come here. So it will be m square is equal to 6 plus 1, that is 7. Okay. So m will come, m is equal to square root of 7, which is not a whole number. So 6 is not this member. Similarly, if you will put 6 is equal to m square plus 1, so m square is equal to 5. So again m is equal to square root 5. So this 6 is not this member also. Now you can easily say that 6 is equal to 2m. We can easily identify that let 2m is equal to 6. आपको ये oral calculation दिमाग में करना है. Then if it is even number, then most probably it will be adjusted with 2m. Okay. So m is equal to 6 upon 2. M is equal to 3. Okay. So now if m is coming 3, then what will be the other member? M square minus 1 means 3 square minus 1. 9 minus 1 is equal to 8. So one member was 6, another member is 8. And I have taken first member as 2m, second member we have find out, and then third one is m square plus 1. That is 3 square plus 1. So 9 plus 1, which is equal to 10. Okay, so three members we have find out. Therefore, 6, 8 and 10 forms a Pythagorean triplet. Pythagorean triplet. Okay. So in this way, if any one member is known to you, then first you can find out the value of m, and then you can find the other two members. We will take one more example. Like I can take the example of third week I can take, or let's do the second part also. 14. So again we can see that 2m by using, if I will take 14 is equal to 2m, then we can easily find m. So let 2m is equal to 14. So m is equal to 14 by 2. So m is equal to 7. Now m is 7. So m square minus 1. That is 7 square minus 1, which is equal to 48. Another one is m square plus 1. So 7 square plus 1 means 49 plus 1, which is equal to 50. So what are the triplets? 14. First one is 14, which is given in the question. 48 and 50 forms a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, Pythagorean triplet. This is the simple way by which we can do. Now in third part, it's 16. Third part is 16. Let me discuss you the answers of third part. Third part is 16. So 2m is equal to 16. M is equal to 8. Okay. If m is 8, then the another member will be 8 square is 64. 64 minus 1, 63. And 8 square 64, 64 plus 1, 65. So this will be the answer of third part. 16, 63 and 65 are the triplets, forms a Pythagorean triplet. Similarly for fourth part, I am showing you only the answers, but you have to do it in this way only. First you will take let 2m is equal to 16, then m is equal to 8, then these steps you have to write each and every step. Without step you will not get full marks. Now in fourth part it is 18. The one member is 18. If I will put let 2m is equal to 18, so m is equal to 9. Now if m is 9, then 9 square is 81. 81 minus 1, 80, and 81 plus 1 is 82. So these are the three Pythagorean triplets. Now in this, it was mentioned in the question that this is one member. Okay, one member. So it can be any of the member. Sometimes the question can be that this member is the smallest member of the Pythagorean triplet. So in this way we can have two answers and we have to choose the correct one. I will give you one example of this. Okay, now in your textbook only there is example 2. Example 2, when you will read the example is, write a Pythagorean triplet whose smallest member is, it. Now in the question it is given that the smallest member should be 8. Now definitely again you can do it in the way we have done other questions. Like if 8 is there, definitely this will come in your mind, that let 2m is equal to 8. So m is equal to 8 by 2, m is equal to 4. Okay, and if m is equal to 4, then m square minus 1, that is 4 square minus 1, 16 minus 1 is 15. Similarly, m square plus 1, 4 square plus 1, 16 plus 1 is equal to 17. So what are the triplets? 8, 15 and 17. This can be one answer. Now we can have one more answer. Like this 8 can be adjusted with another member also. Like let m square minus 1 is equal to 8. M square is equal to 8 plus 1. So m square is equal to 9. Therefore m is equal to 3. Now this time m is coming 3. So this member we have done, this is done. So 2m is equal to 2 into 3, which is equal to 6. And then m square plus 1 is left. So 3 square plus 1, that is 9 plus 1 is equal to 10. So in this case the three members are 8, 6 and 10. Now both the answers are correct. Both is correct. If it is given in the question, find the Pythagorean triplet whose one member is 8, then both the answers are correct. But if it is given that find the Pythagorean triplet whose smallest member is 8. Now in this triplet, the smallest member is 8. But in this triplet, the smallest member is 6. So this answer is rejected. Okay. And this will be the final answer. So if it is given in the question that smallest member is this, so in such cases you have to check for all the possibilities. अगर इस दो के अलावा कोई तीसरी possibility भी है, so you have to check for that also. Okay. So this you have to keep in mind that if in the exam the question is coming that the smallest member is 8, so you have to check for all the possibilities. This you will check first if the given number is even, or if any other one is also satisfied. Like here, this one is also satisfied for finding m is equal to 3. So you have to check for all the methods. Now we will do first question of exercise 6.2. Now question number 2 we have discussed, that was regarding Pythagorean triplet, and the first question is find the square of the following numbers. We have to find the square and we have to find it without doing actual calculation. So in the first part it is 32 square. So I have explained you the method that if it is without actual calculation, then what I will do, I will split the number 32 which is equal to 30 plus 2 into 30 plus 2. Okay, this can be written 2 times. So I will fix this bracket, 30 I have taken, and then the fixed bracket, then I will take 2, then again the fixed bracket, 30 into 30, 900, 32 is 60, 2 30 is 60, 2 2 is 4, and when you will add all these numbers, the answer will come 1024. So in this way you have to do all the parts of question number 1. Like first part I have done, second is about 35 square. Now in this you have to use the same method, 30 plus 5 whole square, then same way. But right now I am writing the direct answers by one trick which we have discussed. Now 5 5s are 25 and 3 is here. So 3 4s are 12. So this will be the answer, but you can check this answer by doing with this method. In this first question you have to do all the parts by this method only. Okay. Now similarly in third part the question is 86 square. So again you will do it in the way that 80 plus 6 whole square, which is equal to 80 plus 6, 80 plus 6. Okay. First I will take 80. This bracket is fixed, and then I will take 6, then again the fixed bracket, 80 80 is 6400, 86 are 6 8s are 48, and 1 0 will come. Similarly, and then 36. Now simply addition you have to do, and the answer for addition will be 7386. Similarly for the fourth part, it is 93 square. You will do it by yourself. I am writing here the final answer, that is 8649. The final answer will be 8649. Similarly for fifth part, it's 71 square. So 70 plus 1 whole square. Same way 2 times, 70 plus 1, 70 plus 1, 70, then 70 plus 1, 1, 70 plus 1. So when you will open all the brackets and you will add it, the answer should be 5041, and last the answer of sixth part. All are same, that's why I am not doing it. This is simple calculation, multiplication and addition which you can do. For sixth part it is 46 square, and the answer for this will be 2116. So in this way you all can complete your exercise 6.2. It was having only 2 questions. One was regarding Pythagorean triplet and other was regarding finding squares without doing actual multiplication. So you all can complete exercise 6.2 in your notebook. The next topic we will discuss in our next class. Thank you, students.